There's an empty battlefield in a valley between the hills covered by the pine forests. The fog bathing from within the woods travels to the outside, painting the fresh grass in gray, and when the sun starts to shine from behind the trees, that entire depression glimmers with wet light. From a trail coming from within the woods comes a warrior, lonely but prepared for the battle. He finds a spot to sit on and then simply waits. The warrior waits patiently and firmly, always focused on the trail where he came from, and slowly the peasants of the city start to show up as well, at first barely noticing the warrior, but as the sun climbs higher and the coldness of the day gets switched to the heat of a battle that never begins, people continuously grow in curiosity. What is this guy doing here? The warrior hears them commenting, but he just hears it, nothing else. Now the sun's gone, people tired of the waiting are just hanging around and having fun. But the warrior still stays there in the same position. It's been a whole day, no other warrior came to the battlefield, only people from the city. The battle never began, although he was ready for it. He won't quit. He'll stay here overnight too. He ain't gonna get anywhere. He's just a warrior. Leave him. Defeated and exhausted, the warrior gets up silently, and if it wasn't for the iron hitting the iron, no one wouldn't even hear him. See, I told you he gave up. But that one got to him. Maybe he could wait until everyone was gone, but then he would be doing that just to show people something, which was never a goal. The battle he was waiting for never came, and the battle he was fighting for had led him to defeat. The weapons and the armor get taken away from the warrior by his mother as he gets inside the house and she puts it all on the table, although when he's the one doing it, she gets mad. As his mother goes back to the fireplace, he starts to clean up the table. What are you doing? Just leave it. You don't ever let me leave these things here. In 5 minutes you'll be shouting. But the tone in his voice is enough to melt the floor under her. She comes back to the table and hugs her son by the shoulders. Your time will come, sweetheart. Everybody knows it. But I fought so hard for this. I thought my whole life was tied up to that moment. Today was supposed to have changed everything. Maybe it has, and you just can't see it coming yet. And although there's comfort in her voice, there's none reaching out to him, and his stomach starts to burn, making the warrior stand up and walk to a window, trying to use the fresh wind to blow away that crescent feeling of something emerging from within without direction. Just a small chaos, threatening to get bigger till it exploded inside of him. Everyone was partying afternoon. No one even expected anything special or cared they didn't come. Son, you should have celebrated too. Why didn't you join them? Because I didn't feel like celebrating, Mom. In my mind, everything was falling apart. At some point, I realized nothing was coming and nothing special would happen. Everything was supposed to be just the same old. But instead of just knowing it, I started to feel like I had failed, like I was the one missing something, as everyone else were getting exactly what they hoped for. He looks across the village, to the other houses where everything seems to be more joyful and lighter, and people dance and move like they don't carry the same as him. I had no reason to cherish, I just wanted to come home. But you stay there all day long. Why? And the burn inside of him became even stronger. Felt like giving up, like as soon as I left, they would show up and everyone would witness the most epic moment of all times, but I would have missed it. I still can feel it, Mom, like there's something yet to come. And I thought people could feel it too, but now I guess they don't. Lying in bed, a warrior tries to forget the disappointment and simply drift away. But around him, in the dark, he could see the feeling stuck inside gaining form and shapes, moving around him and trapping his mind away from the resting. Suddenly, someone knocks a few knocks on the door, although being late at night. Not once, but 3 times in a row, showing that whomever that was, what they wanted was definitely inside that cottage. The warrior looks across his home to the door his mother opens up, and only one reaction could come across him in that moment. In a second he was up and greeting with about the warriors standing outside. He instantly knew that growing feeling inside of him was nothing rather than this moment causing his body to be alert even in the past. And now, finally, the moment was there, as he would stare at those tall warriors waiting for him, and everything inside his body was burning, all fingers and joints, up and down his spine, engulfing his guts and locking his jaw. His mother cried tears of joy, pride, and also of early longing. She said her farewells and cried the tears her son could not, for his tears were threatening to bring him down too, if he allowed them to get out in front of the warriors that came for him. The warrior is accompanied by another, and others stay a bit behind, allowing the first two to talk. How did you find me? We followed the trail of sorrow. Your devotion honors our mission. And why didn't you show up today? There are answers you understand only after becoming one of us. And the sparkle sustained by the bridge their eyes made in the dark made the warrior feel restored the hope he slowly felt drift away during that day, now regained in a matter of seconds. The warrior looks around and, surprisingly, all the cottages still had their fires on. All the windows were open, and there wasn't a single door not ajar. What are they doing? It happens every night. They believe we'll simply get inside their homes and turn them into one of us. Seriously? Then why don't show up every day like I do? I mean, they did, but mostly to say I would never make it. And in secret, this is how they think they are doing the same as you. They fear being seen trying and believing. And about that, the warrior couldn't feel any type of way that wasn't comprehensive, since he too used to be afraid of showing himself and receiving only people's disapproval.